That's a big question. Hopefully, I think the beauty of potential is that you don't know what the ceiling is. My biggest job, actually, together with the coaching staff and all the staff, is to maximize potential in the club, in the team, in every individual player, every staff member. And one of them is a very good central defender in Mickey. I think Mickey got a lot of good attributes. A fantastic left foot, composed, can pass it short, long, can drive with the ball, can defend well. Now he's taking the steps up on set pieces, both boxes, leadership. So to add to the next level is like consistency, game in, game out. But he's in a good place.
I'll ask you about Eddie Howe, because there seems to be a lot of similarities both to the club up from Championship established. Every team up was getting to League Two, but similarity there, where you play, there's a similar identity. Talk about developing players who both got track record of improving young talent, quality talent. I imagine you can't against him many times. You spoke last week about your relationship with David Moyes. Can you give us a bit of insight into your admiration of Eddie, and is there something about him that would be obvious to us that you really appreciate?
I also admire Eddie massively. Also followed when you've been privileged as I to be here almost 9 years. Then you come across a lot of the managers, and especially, of course, the English managers. And Eddie's journey is fantastic, a remarkable job in Bournemouth. If you follow his team, follow what they did, fantastic in the Premier League. How he also developed the team, I think, throughout the years in the Premier League. And then he got the big job, or the bigger job in Newcastle, and the way he turned that around to qualify for Champions League twice, I think, and of course won the Carabao Cup. He transformed the club. I think that's quite impressive. He's I would say a clever tactician. He clearly knows what he wants. Very consistent. And I think he's done very well.
How much has him winning the League Cup last year changed the way people perceive him, particularly within coaching circles? Is he elevated to another status now? He's got that under his belt. And how much would you like also to take Tottenham all the way? Do you see like if you have that sort of winner on your CV, does that make a difference to how you're?
Yeah, of course. Definitely from the outside perception, that what is a winner? Is a winner one that wins something, or is a winner? Now I'm not talking about football coaches, just people. Is a winner that's getting up every day, relentlessly doing a job. Setbacks, keep going. Is that a winner? But the perception is always that big trophy. I would love to win. We would love to win. But I think in football the margins are so small. There's plenty of teams in world histories and managers that have done fantastically, and because of swing of a leg, 2 times that didn't go over the line. But give you a short answer, I think it's easier to win something it's easier to call it a winner if you win something. So that's the aim.
Just lastly, talk about set pieces and how you're doing it both at the bigger clubs starting to cotton onto it and replicate it. But have you always been, throughout your whole management career, all the way down to when you used to coach kids, set pieces always your big priority, or was there something along the way at the team, perhaps in some part of the world where you watched them? That's a clever tactic, like the big clubs did for you.
Yeah, I would say that I've always been. I always want to develop things, and how can you say? Where's the edge? How can we do stuff that can potentially win a football match? I don't know if it's always been a big focus area for me, but I think there's three times where I clearly remember was my under 12 team in Frederiksværk, where we played a semi-final in very low grassroots level, and we scored from two very nice corner combinations that I was figuring out. I was very pleased with that, of course. Won the semi-final, got to the final, we won the final. So I won something, it was just very, very low level. Then the second thing was my under-17 national team, born in 94, went to the Euros in 2011. Very, very good in playing football. Shit at set pieces. So we thought actually we needed to go to the Euros. So we spoke to one of the old school proper coaches in Denmark, Viggo Jensen. We knew he was just so good at set pieces. So he planned. He had a clear strategy from into the first post, flick, and then we invited him in. He was 60 years old, and he was so humble and honored that we asked him about it. And then we could teach us a little bit, and then he just bought this big notebook up, and it just page after page after page with details. We worked on it, and we scored the first goal in the Euros against Serbia. Then we won 3-2. Then we beat actually England 2-0 in the second game, and actually we had Pickford in the goal. And Sterling. No, anyway, that was the second time I got carried away. The third time is when I came to Brentford, because in Brøndby I was okay, but Brentford was the real game changer, with especially their focus from Matthew, but especially Rasmus Ankersen. So if I should give if one should have credit for the long throws, it's Rasmus Ankersen. He loves that. So when we beat Arsenal the first day on a long throw in the second goal, he was very, very happy. So that's it.
Yeah. The principles of your under-12 team, are they the same as at Premier League?
I would say no. I would say more the things I did, let's say, with my under-17 team in 2011. A lot of the bits I do, leadership, football, everything is probably 85% the same. That is just the small bits, constantly adding layers, doing things differently.
I was going to give Van as well. Is there anyone that you could compare it to that you've worked with before, or you've seen in the past, the way he combines his pace with his technical ability?
I was close to say one, but he was not that quick. It was Daniel Akker, I would say, at Liverpool. Of course, Danish, and I worked with it. I had him as a player in Brøndby. Different, but good left foot, both of them. Probably Daniel would have loved a little bit more pace, and Mickey could probably still learn a little bit more toughness. But that'll be a good combination of the two.
Just last season, you took your Brentford to Newcastle in this cup competition. Do you remember what about that game, what the difference was in that game? 3-1, tonight scored twice.
I don't know the difference. Newcastle are a good team. They're very good at home. I think that's a long time ago. I remember we lost, but yeah.
They won the League Cup last year, Palace won the FA Cup, and the top four of the Premier League is sort of an unusual look this season. Do you think that the cup competition continue to be teams to be competing with outside traditional Man United, Man City, Liverpool? That's a trend that's going to continue. Both yourselves and Newcastle have got a real chance.
Yeah, I would say the interesting thing with the Carabao Cup is that I think until Newcastle won the traditional top 6, won 11 or 12 years in a row. Then it's Newcastle that you can easily say is part of the top 7. I said that before. So I think the real outlier is Crystal Palace, what they did last year, and they did well. And they still needed the fine margins to beat City in the final. So well, fair play to them. By the way, one thing I've been thinking about is that you should remind me, Anthony. There should only be one semi-final.
Yes.
I said that before.
You said that, right?
I said it at Brentford. That's why I'm very happy to say it again. So I think for two reasons. For the smaller clubs, if you want to beat a bigger club, it's much easier over one game. So we really want someone to break out. It's not the same boring same teams that winning, of course, except from Spurs, then we need to skip one semi-final. For everyone else that plays so many games, it should only be one. So if it's about money, then someone needs to fix it. If it's Premier League paying money to the EFL, because as far as I understand it, it's because of that. So someone fix it that is know more about this than me. It should be very, very easy.
I remember you saying that.
So, yeah. Done, we end here? Oh, sorry on that.
Clouds about Radu Dragonstone. He's obviously been on the grass for a while now. How's that been going?
It's going well. He's fully integrated in training now. Because the ACL is such a, I'll not say, it's not tricky. It's such a big injury because you're out for 9 months, so you need to build strength in the knee and need to have the same strength mark as the other knee and so on. Then we need, because we're not trained that much, the bigger area stuff is not that much, so we need to give him some of the more bigger area stuff, but he is definitely getting closer to be involved.
Is it something that potentially after the next international break, or
that could be likely. I think we plan to play him in a friendly there as I understand it, so that's a big part of it.
Well, that might answer my next question, because it sounded like Romania sort of wanted to call him up. I know they wanted to do that last month for match.
Yeah, of course I haven't spoken to him about it, but that doesn't make sense to me. But yeah.
And another injury one, Takai, has he been traded as well?
No. So he's still not training on the pitch, hopefully soon. That to be fair, I don't know, he's not training. Ask me, we have a press conference soon, right, on Friday. I'll come back to that. So I'm sure I'm saying the right thing.
So last one, more generally, had he been fit, so what role did you plan for him this season?
Who, sorry, Cotter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See someone always signed with future seasons in mind, or could he have had minutes this season?
Everyone in the squad are competing for minutes. Cotter, I like the first couple of weeks what I saw. Of course, he just came straight from Japan and competed, so I like what I saw, but everyone is competing.